We saw you have a little scuffle yesterday with Terence Crawford.
Yeah.
Can you talk to me? What led up to that?
Oh, we saw you have a little scuffle yesterday with Terence Crawford. Yeah. Can you talk to me? What led up to that? Back and forth, the tension between Terence Crawford and Teofimo Lopez has been building on for some time, but things nearly boiled over in the most unexpected of places, an airport in Riyadh. Which one of those two fights interests you more, Javante Davis or Terence Crawford? Whichever monkey wants to get the banana. They say they gorillas on a lion. I eat them. Let's go. All right. Both fighters, known for their fiery personalities and unshakable confidence, arrived in the Saudi capital for the highly anticipated Dmitry versus BBV fight. It should have been a routine moment of arrival for these boxing stars, but it quickly turned into something much more dramatic. Music. Terence Crawford and Teofimo Lopez had things a little out of hand when they met, resulting to almost things getting physical between the two. It was a close call, one that could have turned an international airport into an impromptu boxing ring. Though the airport incident only lasted a few minutes, the rivalry between Crawford and Lopez has been building for much longer than I've seen you. You know what I mean. I argue it's a way that you go about getting a fight. Yeah, as a man, you're not about to disrespect me as a man, because I'm not disrespecting you as a man. Yeah, when I call somebody out, I never disrespect Spence. When I call Spence out, yeah, I never disrespect Canelo. When I call Canelo out, I always acknowledge them. I always acknowledge their skills. I'm a fan of Spence Steele. I'm a fan of Canelo Steele, and you know what I mean. It was that you know what I mean, and what almost became a physical altercation in Riyadh was just the latest in a series of escalating exchanges between the two, much of which has played out on social media. Their war of words, however, has been far from just internet posturing. The beef between the undefeated two-division undisputed champion Terence Crawford and the two-division title holder Teofimo Lopez exploded publicly when Crawford took to X to call Lopez out directly. The Nebraska-born Crawford, known for his devastating 41-0 record uncharacteristically, launched a series of scathing tweets aimed squarely at Lopez. Music. In his first volley, Crawford proposed a challenge. He tweeted, "Tell Lopez you fight and beat Israel Madrio. Next, I'll whoop your ass. Next bet now. Let's see how much you want to fight." It was a straightforward challenge, with Crawford effectively telling Lopez that if he could prove his worth by defeating Israel Madrimov, Crawford would be willing to meet him in the ring. Lopez, who has been aggressively calling out the veteran champion for some time, didn't hesitate to respond, escalating the situation further. "How Tur look? You think the fans want that fight even more with you and Terence now?" "I believe so. Think you look a little rusty, or was it just a weight?" Lopez fired back on Twitter with his signature boldness. "We either lace up the gloves or shut your whole ass up." But Crawford wasn't about to let Lopez have the last word. The usually composed champion responded with even sharper words, reminding everyone why he's not only a master inside the ring, but also skilled at verbal takedowns outside of it. "You saw the way in what you think about it, man. To T. Lopez. Now you said you'll fight me for free, right? Then was your words, not mine," Crawford tweeted, and he didn't stop there. Crawford went on the offensive, mocking Lopez's achievements and questioning his legitimacy as a true contender for someone of Crawford's caliber. He tweeted, "If you ever thought Tile had a better resume than me, I'm Mama Eats Dog, and you need to stay far away from boxing because you don't know, about boxing. He's got all eyes on Canelo. But what makes you believe the fight could really happen to me? I believe that it's up to Canelo. It's not about Crawford. It ain't about Turkey. With all due respect and his excellency, it's what Canelo wants. So if Canelo doesn't feel like he's interested in that, if he wants to take a different route, then there you have it." Crawford was clearly not in the mood for pleasantries. He questioned Lopez's entire career, honing in on the level of competition Lopez had faced. Crawford pointed out that Lopez's career had only been marked by a handful of significant fights. "I respect all fighters, but Teofimo Lopez only fought 3 fighters worth even talking about, and that's Lomachenko and Jermaine Ortiz." Beacon Josh Taylor lost his fight before Teo and definitely should have moved up to 147. But we all know why he killed himself to make 140. Which one of those two fights interests you more, Javante Davis or Terence Crawford? Whichever monkey wants to get the banana. You said which monkey wants the banana first, bro? That sounds racist, man. No, but hey, listen to everyone. Look, I'm talking about 2 fighters that are the best at what they do just as much as I do. I'm not talking about people's color. I'm really just trying to get at these guys so they could at least bark a little bit so we can make a fight in one fell swoop." Crawford dismantled Lopez's resume, leaving no stone unturned in his analysis of the Brooklyn fighter's career choices. The insinuation was clear. Crawford didn't see Lopez as being on his level, not by a long shot. Lopez fires back, "I will fight you for free." Music. Despite Crawford's cutting remarks, Lopez, the brash 27-year-old who had already made a name for himself by dethroning Vasyl Lomachenko, wasn't going to back down. Lopez quickly shot back, standing by his earlier statements. He tweeted, "Absolutely what I said remains. Like I told you before in front of you, the whole world needs to watch me beat you, not just word of mouth." You aside. So what we doing? I will fight you for free boxing. So he wants to go to 147 and face Crawford, who is I think he's 3 belt holder there now. He wants to face Crawford. I don't see anything wrong with it at the end of the day. Now, I don't think he beats Crawford, however. I'd like the kid's personality. I like the fact that he wants to challenge the best guys out there because not everybody wants to, but also it was a bold claim, one that added even more intrigue to the situation. Lopez wasn't just asking for a fight. He was willing to forego any purse as long as he could get Crawford in the ring. Whether or not Lopez's offer to fight for free was genuine or merely a show of bravado is anyone's guess, but it certainly grabbed the attention of boxing fans around the world. Crawford, however, was far from impressed by Lopez's claims. The seasoned champion remained calm and dismissive, brushing off Lopez's posturing as little more than empty talk. He fired back with a tweet that cut straight to the point. What's the location? You're doing too much talking. I'm trying to see something. Your daddy said you hit hard without the gloves. I'm trying to find out. You don't deserve to share the ring with greatness. All you deserve is a good old-fashioned ass whooping so I can teach music you at this. Crawford turned the tables on Lopez. Once again, he questioned Lopez's toughness, referencing comments allegedly made by Lopez's father about his punching power. Crawford's message was clear. Lopez might talk a big game, but he hadn't yet earned the right to step into the ring with a fighter of Crawford's music stature. Lopez's 2024 comeback in the road ahead. Lopez, despite all the verbal exchanges, has been in solid form throughout 2024. He earned unanimous decision victories over Jermaine Ortiz in February and Steve Claggett in June, showing that he remains a dangerous fighter at 140 libs. But Crawford made it clear that beating those names wasn't enough to impress him. If Lopez wanted to face him, he would need to take down an even bigger threat, someone like Israel. Made off the legs or cling. Oh, a big uppercut. Here comes the champ. This is where dangerous. After the back and forth exchange through the media, the pair's tension boiled over during a chance encounter at the Canelo Alvarez Edgar Berlanga fight card in Las Vegas. Crawford, fresh off a world title victory in his fourth weight division, super welterweight, at 154 libs, is currently eyeing an even bigger challenge. Saw Canelo Alvarez the thought of moving up yet another 2 weight classes to 168 libs to face the Mexican superstar, has many wondering if Crawford can pull off the impossible. But while Crawford has his sights set on Canelo, Lopez is determined to stand in his way. With you being the linear champion, things like that. I know Crawford. Yeah, I know Terence Crawford. That's a guy. That's a good guy. He's a good fighter. I know him. He's all the way up at 54, though. Could you go all the way to forget past 47 and go straight to 54? Yeah. I'm underscore a nutcase. Yes, I am. I'll go right through it. Lopez, who currently reigns as a world champion at 140 libs, isn't content to watch from the sidelines. He's made it clear that he's willing to leave his division behind if it means securing a fight with Crawford. The 27-year-old is no stranger to big challenges, having previously defeated the likes of Vasily Lomachenko, and he's eager to test himself against the pound-for-pound music king. The tension between Lopez and Crawford reached a new high when the two fighters crossed paths in Las Vegas. Lopez, always known for his brash attitude and fearlessness, revealed what went down when they came face-to-face. Speaking to Broadway, Joel Lopez recounted the moment that could have easily turned into a public scuffle. Long story short, I was going to ringside and I thought someone was staring at me. It was Crawford. He looked at me, I looked at him. He's trying to stare me down. I stared at him and said, "Listen, when we going to fight?" Lopez said, "Man, so C just came out today, and he